Hello, dear friend. You're watching your weekly astrology horoscope. And this week we have a few really exciting aspects. The most positive one probably is between Venus and Jupiter. There is a trine between the two benefactors, Venus and Jupiter. It's exact on Thursday, but we might feel the influence, I would say, during the whole week. And it's a great time to make some of your dreams come true. It can be related to some kind of abundance when it comes to resources, money, emotional things, love, relationships, hobbies, creativity, education, basically almost everything. So it's a really great aspect for some emotional fulfillment. I think that that's the most important. Basically, everything else is like secondary. Whether you will receive more money or, for example, a nice gesture from your partner, or you will meet someone new. Basically, what is important is that emotionally it feels great. And that's what we should embrace. That's what we should focus on. To just allow yourself to feel great. And of course, the truth is that you will attract more positive things when you really allow yourself to experience that on an inner level. So pay extra attention to the things that bring you joy this week, to the things that make you feel excited, fulfilled, enthusiastic, happy, successful, or abundant. That would bring you even more of the same things. So it's a fantastic one. The other one, which is also pretty great, is on Tuesday, and it's a trine between Mercury and Uranus. This aspect is more about some ideas and insights and new plans, new visions. It can be very liberating. It can also feel very exciting, but it's more like excitement of the mind, and specifically about some kind of ideas, or it could be information that you may learn, or a new perspective, a new vision, or even meeting someone. It could be a friend, a potential business partner, or maybe even a date. But the thing is that this person, or through this communication, you may find something new for yourself. Whether, again, it would be like a new understanding, a new idea, or the vision of how you can change, improve, or innovate something. So it's a really, really creative energy. And another thing which is also very important for the upcoming week is that Mars is changing signs. It happens on Saturday, and Mars is moving from Cancer to Gemini. That's great news because Mars in Cancer is not strong. Actually, this is one of the weakest positions. And Mars in Gemini is not very powerful, but it's stronger. So one thing we may notice is that we are more capable of taking action. And especially if you suffer from laziness, procrastination, or something like that, you may notice that it's easier to overcome it. That you can take more action on your ideas, on the things that you want to manifest, on the things that you are thinking about. That's Mars in Gemini. Some of the risks are related to some kind of verbal aggression or impatience in communication. So, of course, try to be a kind person and, don't hurt other people verbally. But yeah, of course, keep in mind that others sometimes may overreact. And again, the communication might be a little bit harsher sometimes. Okay, let's start now from Monday. And again, we will get through all of the important things. So on Monday, we have a minor challenging aspect between the Sun and Jupiter. So it's time to maybe change something about our goals. There could be some kind of frustration. And we might be also frustrated with ourselves because, for example, we are trying to do too many things at the same time. Or we are overestimating what we can accomplish. So a little readjustment, reassessment. The day is active, and the truth is that this frustration can actually be a great motivator. So I'm not saying don't do things or pause or all of those stuff. No, actually use this frustration if it shows up for as a fuel, as a motivator to do more things. And the moon is also supporting this. The moon is in Aries, so it's a great time to be active, to initiate things, to start new things, to be brave, and to be more independent. So overall, the week starts in a very active and dynamic way. On Tuesday, as I already mentioned, we have this fantastic aspect between Mercury and Uranus. So, for example, for some kind of brainstorming, that's amazing time. For making new plans or finding or at least searching for solutions, or how you may innovate, how you may improve, what new you would like to add to your work, or even to meet new people. The day is fantastic. The moon is still in Aries, so we still have this dynamic, masculine energy. It really is masculine. And we should get things done. So Monday and Tuesday, very active. Again, during both of the days, we have more of this masculine energy. Wednesday is a little softer. So we have quincunx between the Sun and Neptune. So you might need to slow down a little bit, check with yourself and how you feel about things, what's your intuition telling you, use your creativity, or focus on things that require more imagination. And the moon is in Taurus, which also supports more patience, giving yourself more time, not in a too passive way, but in a more grounded way. So to be in touch with reality, to really focus on the practical things. It's a combination. So Wednesday is a great time to combine the imagination and creative approach with practicality and groundedness. Thursday, we have the fantastic trine between Venus and Jupiter. So again, as I said, you should probably try to do it during the whole week, but especially on Thursday, focus on something that you really enjoy, that brings you this emotional fulfillment. And you might experience growth, happiness, abundance in different ways. Mercury is having also a quincunx with Saturn, so we may need to also be logical, to be more practical. So Thursday is definitely a day when we also need to be very practical and to organize things. So don't leave things on, some kind of random flow. Try to set the boundaries. What is important? What would you like to do? How you are going to do it? And the moon is in Taurus, which pretty much says the same thing. Be grounded, be practical, focus on the results that you want to achieve. On Friday, we have a quincunx between the Sun and Pluto, so it's a very empowering energy. It can really bring lots of motivation, especially if there is something that is important to you. A big goal or some kind of social focus or something that affects more people, then in this case, you may feel extra motivated and really empowered. But be mindful, because with those energies, sometimes we might become too obsessed or it might be difficult to compromise, or we might see things as black or white. So we might be too extreme in our decisions or evaluations or even our plans. And there is a minor challenging aspect between Venus and Neptune on Friday. And this can make us over-emotional, over-sensitive for creative work. Sometimes this may trigger a lot our imagination, but the important thing is that we need to remember to put some effort into this. So if that's the case, if you are ready to work and put effort into your creative work, then Friday is great. The moon is in Gemini on Friday, which will bring some flexibility, some kind of new ideas may show up, and we might experience more variety, like the energy overall is more dynamic. And on Saturday, we have lots of this Gemini energy. So the moon is still in Gemini, but Mars is moving there as well. And for Mars, this is kind of a big deal because Mars is staying in one sign, usually for almost 2 months. This time, however, this is much more important because Mars will stay there until the end of the year, and actually even after that, even after January. So for 6 months, Mars will be in Gemini because Mars will be retrograde starting around the end of October. So Mars is not retrograde yet. We have 2 months. Mars is not even in the shadow zone yet, but we can prepare for this. We can start to connect to this energy and to pay attention. That's very important. There will be a webinar which I will make specifically about Mars in Gemini. So check the links below for this information. Of course, we have time, but I really want to make this before the beginning of the transit, or even before the beginning of the shadow phase, so that you can observe and you can really prepare for this. So 6 months with Mars in Gemini. It's very important to check where in your birth chart Mars will be retrograde. And overall, for all of us, this could be time to reconsider our plans, how we want to achieve them, what's the approach we are using, and all of those things. So Saturday is the beginning of this 6-month period with Mars in Gemini. And finally, Sunday. On Sunday, we still have the moon in Gemini. So it's so interesting. I'm noticing this very often. When something important is happening, the moon is also related to it. Like here, from Friday until Sunday, with Mars moving to Gemini and triggering this energy for the next 6 months, the moon will be there as well. So it's like a very intense preparation. It's, like kind of like experiencing a lot of this energy from the very beginning so that we can really prepare for it. So my recommendation is observe and also use your mind. I think that's always a nice idea, to use our mind, but really analyze, pay attention. What happens between Friday and Sunday? You may notice some important things. And on Sunday, we have also an opposition between Mercury and Neptune. Mercury, the ruler of Gemini. Again, what a coincidence. So we need to be mindful, because with this aspect on Sunday, there could be some kind of confusion or mistakes, or again, we may see things in a very irrational way. it's also possible to use this energy in a very creative way. Your imagination, your vision. Also what is fantastic for such an aspect? It's the ability to visualize, to picture something. Especially, unfortunately, there are people who really struggle with that. But if you can visualize, if you can imagine, like close your eyes and picture something, then I would highly recommend you to do that, to visualize, to picture the things that you want to accomplish, the things that you want to experience in your life. If you are one of those people who struggle with that, find your own way. Like, you may think about it, even if it doesn't show as a picture in your mind, you may find your way. Because people, if they can't picture things, they have other ways to kind of connect to things and to reality. So do your way, but focus, on some kind of visions and creative imagination. So, pretty big week, I would say. The most important, of course, is Mars moving to Gemini and the beginning of the 6-month period. As I said, we will have a special webinar on this, so check the links below and stay tuned for more information on that. Thursday, we have the most fantastic aspect, the trine between the two benefactors, so open up for abundance and opportunities. And Tuesday, the time for new ideas, insights, and excitement. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing week. And let me know in the comments how you feel and what do you want to manifest in your life. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.